Hi, you guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome to Coffee Paper Scissors. Thanks for being here, you guys. I have been doing some work on the recipe book and kind of behind the scenes things. You know, I'm mass producing a few things, and so I thought I would come and show you what I've done. It seems like I've done a lot, but I really haven't. It's just that it's full of papers. Okay, so I showed you guys that I was going to be making these divider sheets. So I did all of the divider sheets and then I labeled them, and I just, you know, printed out some labels from my computer. And then after that, I was like, okay, they're going to be given, or they have been given for this shower, that this is going to be a gift for. They've been given recipe cards to fill out to give her recipes to put in a cookbook. And you know, they may be giving her a cookbook already, but she's going to get another one. Anyway, and I'm just doing what I'm asked. So, whoops. But so I was sitting here trying to figure out where she could put them. And so, you know, these are pockets and she could put some in here, but I thought if they're small, they're going to get lost down in there and hard to get out. And so I thought to make these little pockets here. So after each of the divider pages, I'm making a pocket. Okay. And so I thought I had done a whole bunch of them, and I thought I would show you how I made them. They're very simple and you guys could figure it out, I'm sure, but I thought I would go ahead and show you. So and I only have 2 left. Yay! I only have 2 left to make. So I thought I would just come on and do those last 2 with you. So I have just come up with a size based on the size book that I'm using. And so really, if you wanted to make something like this, you would just need to go by the size book and the space you're trying to fill. So I'm cutting off a little less than 4 inches of a 12 by 12. And then since this one is a directional one, I want to see how I want it to lay before I start cutting again. So I'm making my so I don't want those to be that way. Do I? I want them to be, I might have no choice on these ones. Oh no, that's right. That's how I want it. Okay, so I want my fold. I've done this so many times and now all of a sudden I'm like, wait, how did I do this? Okay, hold on just a second. Just because this one's so directional, like this one, it didn't matter which side I cut off. And so it just kind of depends on what I want showing. So at 4.5, I'm gonna make my, I forgot to close my door. Hold on just a second. I thought, boy, I can sure hear walking very loudly through my door. 4.5. So I'm gonna make a score line at 4.5. And I want this to be seen in that certain direction. Okay. Where is it? So we're going to just fold that over, and I have also been taking and cutting off 2 inches. And again, this is going to depend on the size book you're working with. I made my pocket to fit my book. And then I'm taking this and gluing it down. The numbers are not, you know, obviously not in order anymore, but that's okay. I'm just doing this to cover up the white. Let me get that off there real quick. The cat came in before I closed my door, so she's eating. And when she's done, she's going to turn around and see the closed door, and she's going to start meowing at me. It's one of the, I'm sure if you guys have a cat, you totally are, you know, deal with the same thing. They do not like closed doors. They're like, excuse me, the door is closed, let me in. Or, excuse me, the door is closed, let me out. So she'll probably start meowing or scratching at the door here in just a minute. Okay. Then this one, I will take it and I will stitch around it like I have this one. It's all stitched around. So I'm not going to stitch it with you guys because I didn't want to move my sewing machine, but I do a stitch across here, and then I haven't been gluing it. This is cardstock and it stays pretty much where it needs to stay. But if you want to glue it, you know, you can go ahead and glue it here and here. But after I do a stitch across here, then I take it and I start down here and then I stitch all the way around. Okay. And so then I take it and I hole punch it. You want to make sure that your zigzag stitch isn't too wide. Mine's on the skinniest setting because if I had a bigger one, I would be cutting into my zigzag stitch. And I'm just using this to kind of line up where I want my holes and then punching them. Okay, and so this one goes here. Oh, and I'm rounding the corners off right here. So when I'm done with the video, I will do the stitching and I'll round the corners and hole punch it and put it right here. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more. So again, I'm just cutting it at the fixed place that I've chosen that, you know, works best with the book that I'm using. Oh, I want it this way. Which way do I want it? Yes, I want it this way. And mine is just under, over, I don't know. It's like 7 3/4-ish. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the 2 inches off. On this one, since I don't have any sort of pattern to worry about, it doesn't matter. I'm just cutting off my 2 inches. And I had been doing my score marks at 5.5. That's the way in my head, I was like, okay, 5.5, fold it up. But the last one I did at 4.5, so I don't want it to throw you off. It's the same thing. It was just that particular one I wanted it on, you know, to happen one way. So I got my numbers the right way. I've gotten quite a few new subbies in the last couple of days, and so I just wanted to say welcome to you guys, and I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. I change it up quite a bit. I've never done a cookbook on video, so this is new. When I first started making journals or books or anything. I started out making cookbooks, and it was not like this at all. It wasn't a 3-ring binder or anything. It was a kind of a from scratch. I remember being so proud of myself when I had like a completed book. I had made a book cover. I was like, look, you guys, look at what I made. It's kind of funny. I was so proud. I mean, but it's just not something, if you've never made a book, you just don't think about even, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something you would do. But I did start out making cookbooks, but like I said, not 3-ring binder ones. And then because I don't know why I did, but when I first started making things, I was completely unaware of the journals. And the only thing I had really seen up to that point were mini albums. And I thought those were cool, but I don't really put photos in those sorts of albums. And I thought, well, I guess it'll be fun to make anyway. I mean, I don't journal, even though I really want to, and I want to try harder to do that. I just thought, I don't see myself making mini albums because I don't do photo storing in that way. I just put them in regular photo albums. So I thought, well, I can make cookbooks because that's fun. Okay, so on this one, I would stitch here, and then I would take it and stitch all the way around, and then do the hole punches again. And then this one will go right here. So let me show you what else I have done. And I'll show you the colors I've chosen up to this point. So, and I've taken several scrapbook packs at this point to dig out pieces to kind of go. So there's a lot of crazy pattern, and I'm okay with that. I think it's kind of cool, and I don't know how I'm going to decorate them yet, so that's a concern. But I don't know, I think that it's kind of young. I hope. That's my hope. And it's already really pretty thick, full, so that's a concern. I don't know how I do it. Like every time I make something, I end up making it really way thicker than I think it's gonna, end up being. So, okay, then these colors, and then these colors, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, so here's what I made. I just did this on the computer. These ones I didn't do right, so I'll show you. Okay, so they were basically an 8.5 by 11. And I have a cookbook that is, it has this sort of a page in it. So I just kind of took the same idea and I made a document on my computer, and I did it in 2 columns, and I ran it through, and I then ran it through again the other side, only I forgot to do these ones before I chopped them and hole punched them. So those are extras for something. I don't know what at this point. These are the ones that I did correctly. And there's 5 pages, so that would be 10 recipes in each section. And that's plenty. I mean, I don't know who might have that many, like, say, beef recipes. 10 different beef recipes that are go-to recipes. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm wondering, actually, after I've done it the way I've done it, I might end up taking them and putting them at the end so that as she needs a recipe page, she can just go to the back of the book and take one and put them where she wants. I don't know. If it were me, all of my recipes would be in the cakes, the cookies, the desserts, that sort of thing. Definitely not the fish. So that is where I am at this point. I need, and it's full, you guys. So how is she supposed to stick any recipe cards in there? And so I don't know. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up taking out some of those recipe pages. And the reason why it's so full is because these are cardstock and they're folded over. So that really ends up taking up a lot of space. But I don't know. So the next thing I thought I would do is see about putting some of my stash of recipe cards that I have in for her. So like I was saying, I started out making recipe books, and so I have lots of recipe cards, and this isn't all of them. But I thought it'd be cute to put like maybe one recipe card in each pocket for her. And I have no idea, you know, what colors will look good where or anything like that. So I'm thinking I'll just stick them in, and when I see one I think works, we'll just go for it. And I want it to be, again, I want it to be like a mix of colors. So I don't know. This one's probably good. Sorry, I'm working off camera. That's good. I don't know about the yellow. I have another place where I could put that, I think. Oh, well, I like this one because it has the cherries, but the cherries are in the wrong place and it's going to get hidden down in there. I could put a little tab on it, couldn't I? I might. Okay, I'm gonna probably end up putting a tab on that. Let's see. Okay, so there's yellow in this one. So that works. Let's see what I have here. That might work. So I find them, like this was, I don't know where I got it. It was reduced wherever I got it. Let me open this up. Sorry about the noise. And yeah, they're all the same. That's cute. Let's see. And they don't take up too much space. Okay, what else do I have here? This one I found at Goodwill. Some pinks. Oh, look at that. That might work. It's cute. So the one that I was talking about before, it is Paper Studio, but maybe they were on clearance. This one doesn't look like it was, but I'm sure I didn't pay full price for it. Might have been back in the good old days when they still had a 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby. Oh, look, here's a lemon one. It doesn't have blue leaves. That's funny. I hadn't noticed that. blue leaves instead of green. But that's okay. I'm doing it. Blues. That's pretty. Have I done one of those yet? I don't know. I have more up there. This still isn't all of them. I don't know if I like that one. Hold on just a second. See, I've got lots. Well, these are just pink cards. They're index cards. They're not recipe cards. Whoopsie. And those are Christmas. Okay. Those were little bitty ones. That'll work in there. Okay, so I have, those are more Christmas ones. Yeah, lots of recipe cards, guys. Keep your eye out at thrift stores. There seems to always be a package of them if you're interested. I think that gets too hidden, but I like the red in it. This one has a nice dark outline to it, so it shows up a little bit more. I have brown ones right here that I think would be good because there's no fighting color. That one looks a little bent. I'll give her one that's not. Okay. And then, okay, one more. I think that's the last one, and the others I have to sew. It's so little. This one's just plain white one. That's pretty, but there's not a lot of pink in there. It's a cute one too. Wait, there's mixed ones in here. I think I'll do that one just for the color. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I do need to do some embellishing, and I have no idea how I'm gonna embellish it. This putting papers in, that's the easy part for me. The coming back in and decorating it is really pretty difficult. I'm not sure I like that one. It's not chocolate, it's my life, it says. There's also this one I see. Oh, that one's good. We need it to be this one. These ones were 49 cents. That's a pretty good deal. So the colors are pretty good. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm not quite sure about the embellishments. And I probably am going to take some of the recipe cards out. So I have 15 of these, and I have 5. Who can do that math? 15 times 5 is 60? Is it? 70. I'm not good. I'm not good with big numbers. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. But anyway, I don't know. She needs that many pages in there because they're double-sided also. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out because it's pretty thick. Anyway, so I think that what I'm going to do next is take this with me to Hobby Lobby and see if they have any good fabric to go with this multitude of pattern and color, and go from there. And also look, I know that their stickers were on sale this week, and so I'll go and look to see if they have something in their stickers that I might like for embellishing. And we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.